You could come out of Wembley last night and you could be downcast or you could be upbeat. Take your pick. Even the boy Durham had a shot of enthusiasm and upbeatness, which I did point out to him yesterday.
I must have missed that.
Ali, it was funny. I was listening last night. I think you said something like, even the big man over there is in a good mood. And he was, actually.
Yeah, we thought he had wind for a moment, but it turned out he was upbeat, and buoyant.
This is a smile. You know what? I think you hit the nail on the head there, because when I started this show this morning, I felt really down, and now I'm feeling in a better mood. And maybe it's because you're in, Stuart. But genuinely, you're right, because there are lots of positives you can take from that performance last night, and I think there's also equally a few concerns that you can quite rightly take from it too.
Sure. Yeah.
So, Stuart, give us your marks out of 10 for that performance, and tell me first of all what parts you thought were uplifting.
Reaction and character. For me, last 20 minutes, to go 2-0 down, the pressure the manager and the squad have been under, in certain quarters, let's say, to react as they did, they didn't go under, they come out fighting, and in some ways, England at this moment, they've had a little bit of a crisis of confidence. They're a better team when they go behind, because it's almost, they play, you know what it's like, Ali, you play with freedom, with nothing to lose, and they play with big energy, and I've got to say, if you're looking another plus, the substitutes from the bench, when the two boys come on, Saka and Mount, that they really give a massive lift to the team with their energy and everything. And I thought Saka's energy running in behind almost dragged Reece James with him as well, and said, look, I'm getting forward, get with me, and Reece James's game improved, and he's a kid that I really like. But watching him yesterday, I'm thinking you're being a little bit too conservative in your play. You've got to get forward a little bit more, deliver those crosses that we see for Chelsea, and they're the big things. Some good goals. The downside is we probably shipped 2 really cheap goals, which is unlike us. The team don't normally do that type of thing. But for me, always looking for the positives, and it was certainly in patches a marked improvement on the Friday game and beyond.
Does Saka start for you?
Yes.
First game?
Yes, he does. I would have, when we were in Italy on Friday, I looked at the game, and I turned around and said, Saka's not working at left wing back. I understand at the offset why they've tried to put him in. We thought another attacking player within the ranks. Can he get forward, get in the final third and deliver what he's delivering for his club? In the game, he never really got forward enough and got the ball in those advanced areas to actually impact in the advance what he's good at. So he was judged more on his defensive work, which isn't his forte. At half-time, I think, in Italy, I would have put him in his favoured position on the right-hand side and brought Shaw on, because it looks a natural fit. It really does. But certainly Saka, I mean, if you go back to last summer, he was one of the better players within the team last summer, so...
Also, Pearce, I've got to mention Bellingham. I mean, you actually forget he's only, 20? He's played 100-odd games. He's beginning to look the real deal for me, and I like the pairing in him in there with Declan.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 boys there that are under 23 years old. I think Dec's still 23. They balance off each other really well. Dec offers obviously that more defensive shield, if you like. Bellingham's got freedom to get forward and supplement the attack. The kid can only get better, you hope. And listen, it's still very exciting times for England. You've got a player there in midfield who you've talked about who certainly has got improvement. I thought last summer that he might be one of these players that really enhances himself like a Gascoigne did many years ago, at a major tournament. He's got the world at his feet, to be fair, in regard to a major stage in November, December at the World Cup, and hopefully he takes another step forward.
Yeah, not long away, 7 weeks or so until the World Cup kicks off in Qatar. And how are England fans feeling this morning? Also, Scotland fans, big game for you tonight, 7:45 kickoff against Ukraine. Scotland need a point from that game, and then they get to win the group and they'll get promoted. So that's live on talkSPORT 2 for you tonight. It's 8:15.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.